Yo, forget Paris and London for a second. The real magic in Europe? It ain't in the big cities. It's hiding in the small towns, the valleys, and the coastlines that most tourists miss completely. We're talking fairy tale vibes, medieval castles, and views that don't even look real. Today, we're counting down the top 50 most beautiful villages in Europe. Let's get it. Sitting right on the edge of a lake with massive mountains behind it, it looks like a movie set. Fun fact, they got the oldest salt mine in the world here. You can hit the underground tunnels or just chill on a boat. It's pure peace. Number 2 is Annecy, France. People call this the Venice of the Alps because of all the canals winding through the old town. The water here is crazy clear, some of the cleanest in Europe. Whether you're grabbing some artisan food or just walking past the pastel-colored houses, the vibe here is straight romance. At number 3, we head to Switzerland for Gruyères. Yeah, like the cheese. This is a medieval throwback with cobblestone streets and a massive castle watching over everything. It's basically an open-air museum. Grab a fondue, look at the Alps, and slow life all the way down. Number 4 is Rothenburg in Germany. If you want that classic fairy tale look, this is it. We talking timber-framed houses, old city walls you can walk on, and towers everywhere. They even got a Christmas museum that's open all year round. It's one of the best preserved medieval towns on the map, period. Number 5 is mind-blowing. This is Ronda, Spain. The whole town sits on top of a cliff, split in half by a massive gorge. The Puente Nuevo bridge connects the two sides and the drop is insane. It's got a mix of Moorish history and modern vibes. The views from here? Unmatched. Number 6, we gotta hit the Amalfi Coast. Positano. You've seen this on Instagram. The houses are stacked right up the cliffside in all these pastel colors. It's steep, it's stylish, and it's packed with boutiques and art galleries. Catch the sunset here and tell me it ain't paradise. Number 7 is Giethoorn, the Venice of the North. But here's the kicker, there are no roads, no cars allowed. You get around by walking or taking a small boat. With the thatched roof farmhouses and wooden bridges, it's super quiet and totally unique. Back to Germany for number 8, Cochem. This spot sits right on the Moselle River, surrounded by vineyards producing some top-tier Riesling wine. The Imperial Castle dominates the hill above town. Drink some wine, learn some history, and enjoy the river views. Number 9 is a UNESCO gem, Cesky Krumlov. The Vltava River loops around the town, and the architecture is straight Renaissance style. It feels surreal, almost like a theme park for history buffs. The castle, the gardens, the Baroque theater, it's culturally stacked. And rounding out the top 10, we have Sintra, Portugal. Just outside Lisbon, this place is legendary. It's famous for the Painted Palace, that colorful, crazy castle on the hill. It's lush, green, and feels like a fantasy novel. Writers and poets have loved this spot for centuries, and you will too. Number 11 is Colmar, France. I'm not lying when I say this looks like the set of Beauty and the Beast. It's in the Alsace region, so you get that mix of French and German vibes. If you go during Christmas, it's game over. The lights and markets make it look straight magical. Number 12, we hitting the islands. Oia on Santorini. You know the one, white houses, blue domes, crazy sunsets. It's iconic. It gets busy, but watching the sun dip into the Aegean Sea from here, that's a bucket list moment, no cap. At 13, check out Mostar in Bosnia. The main event here is the Starry Most, this massive Ottoman bridge crossing the river. It's a melting pot of cultures, so you see mosques and churches side by side. The history is deep, and the energy is unmatched. Number 14 is for the high rollers. Bellagio, right on Lake Como, they call it the Pearl of the Lake. It's got these insane villas, perfectly manicured gardens, and cobblestone steps everywhere. It's classy, it's expensive, and it's totally worth the hype. 15 is a hidden gem people are finally waking up to, Kotor, Montenegro. Imagine a medieval maze tucked between huge mountains and a bay that looks like a fjord. If you got the legs for it, climb the 300 steps to the fortress. The view from the top is different level. Number 16 takes us way back. Ribe is the oldest town in Denmark, founded around the year 700. We're talking Viking history, fam. The streets are cobblestone, the houses are crooked, and they got a Viking museum that breaks down the real Nordic roots. Back to Italy for 17, San Gimignano in Tuscany. They call this the medieval Manhattan because of these massive stone towers everywhere. It used to be a way for rich families to flex their wealth. Today it's just stunning, plus the white wine here, chef's kiss. Number 18 might be the most underrated spot on this list, Albarracín in Spain. The whole village is pink and orange, blending right into the cliffs. It's got ancient walls, a fortress, and it feels like you time traveled back 500 years. Super photogenic. 19 is Gimmelwald. Not the famous one, the quiet one. You can't even drive here. You gotta take a cable car. It's just traditional wooden huts and massive alpine peaks. If you want to escape the noise and just hear cowbells and nature, this is your spot. Number 20 is breathtaking. Rain in the Lofoten Islands of Norway. You got these bright red fishermen's cabins sitting right on the water with jagged mountains shooting up behind them. In the winter, you can catch the northern lights here. It's cold, but it's fire. Number 21, we heading to England. Bibury is basically the cover photo for the British countryside. You gotta see Arlington Row, these old stone weavers' cottages from the 1300s. It's cozy, green, and super peaceful. 22 is Manarola, another stunner in the Cinque Terre. The buildings are painted every color of the rainbow, and they hang right off the cliff. Grab a glass of the local sweet wine, sit by the water, and just vibe. The sunsets here are legendary. 23 is Bled, Slovenia. This place looks fake, straight up. You got a castle on a cliff, a crystal clear lake, and a tiny island with a church right in the middle. You row a boat out there, ring the bell for good luck, and then grab a slice of their famous cream cake. As we know, traveling in this economy can be a little bit of a pocket burner, especially if you have a family like me. Trip.com brings together all of the best deals on the internet and better help you get to your travel destination. Click the link in the description to get up to 50% off on certain flights, hotels, and attractions. Number 24, back to the Alsace region for Ribe. This place barely changed since the Middle Ages. It's surrounded by vineyards, so the wine game is strong, the streets are colorful, the food is hearty, and it's just a dope place to wander around. And for number 25, we got Trakai in Lithuania. Check this out, a bright red brick castle sitting on an island in the middle of a lake. It used to be a fortress for the Grand Dukes. Now it's pure eye candy and a dope spot to learn about Baltic history. Number 26 is Óbidos, Portugal. This whole town is wrapped up inside medieval castle walls that you can actually walk along. Inside, it's all white houses with bright blue or yellow trim. But the real plug here? They serve ginja, this sweet cherry liqueur in tiny chocolate cups. Drink the shot, eat the cup. Genius. At 27, we're back in Tuscany for Volterra. This place is ancient, like 3,000 years old, way before the Romans. It's got a moody, twilight vibe to it. Yeah, they filmed some of it here. It's famous for alabaster art and these insane views of the Tuscan hills. It's deep history without the massive crowds of Florence. Number 28 is Grimentz in the Swiss Alps. This is chocolate box perfect. The houses are hundreds of years old, made of dark timber, and in the summer, every balcony is overflowing with red flowers. In winter, it's a ski paradise. It's authentic Swiss village life at its best. 29 is for the bougie travelers. Easy on the French Riviera. It's perched super high up on a cliff between Nice and Monaco. The views of the Mediterranean are stupid good. It's full of high-end art galleries, fancy perfume shops, and luxury hotels. If you want to feel expensive, go here. Number 30 needs no introduction. Zermatt, home of the Matterhorn. You know, the mountain on the Toblerone bar. The village itself is car-free and cozy, but that jagged peak dominates everything. Whether you're skiing or just drinking hot chocolate looking at the view, it's iconic. Number 31 takes us to Transylvania, Romania. Sighișoara is one of the only inhabited medieval citadels left in Europe. It's super colorful and charming, but it's got a dark side. It's the birthplace of Vlad the Impaler, the real-life inspiration for Dracula. Spooky but beautiful. 32 is Nafplio. Fun fact, this was actually the first capital of modern Greece before Athens took over. It's got a totally different vibe than the islands. More elegant, with Venetian fortresses and neoclassical mansions right on the sea. It's romantic as hell. Heading up to Scotland for number 33, Culross. If you watch Outlander, you'll recognize this place. Stepping here is like going back to the 1600s. The stone streets, the mustard yellow palace, the gardens. It's basically untouched by modern life. A real-time capsule. 34 is the Pearl of the Balkans, Ohrid, North Macedonia. It sits on one of the oldest and deepest lakes in Europe. The money shot here is the Church of St. John at Canio, sitting right on a cliff edge overlooking the water. It's crazy affordable and stunning. If you're enjoying the video so far, it would mean the world to me if you liked and subscribed to show your support. Okay, back to the rest of the video. Number 35 is where Portugal started. Guimarães is known as the birthplace of the nation. The first king was born right here in the castle. The vibe is super historic, with medieval squares and old stone architecture everywhere. If you love history, this is a must-hit. 36 is Santa Lana del Mar in northern Spain. They call it the town of three lies because it's not a saint, Santi, it's not flat, Llana, and it's not by the sea, Del Mar. But who cares? It's perfectly preserved medieval gold. Every building is a monument. Number 37 is unlike anywhere else on Earth. Albarracín in southern Italy. It's famous for trolli, these white cone-shaped stone houses that look like Smurf huts. Walking around here feels like you're on another planet. It's unique, it's UNESCO listed, and it's very cool. 38 is a heavyweight, Mont Saint-Michel. A massive abbey built on a rocky island off the coast of Normandy. When the tide comes in, it's completely surrounded by water. When it goes out, you can walk to it. It's dramatic architectural perfection. Number 39 is Telch in the Czech Republic. The main square here is flawless. It's lined with these candy-colored Renaissance houses, each one with a different design. It looks like a Wes Anderson movie set. It's quiet, peaceful, and incredibly photogenic. And hitting number 40, we got Tossa de Mar in Spain's Costa Brava. Picture this, a beautiful sandy beach, turquoise water, and right next to it, a massive medieval castle and walled old town you can explore. It's the perfect combo of beach day and history lesson. Number 41 is Flom, Norway. If you like drama, this is it. It's tucked deep inside a fjord with mountains shooting straight up out of the water. You gotta take the Flom Railway here. It's one of the steepest train rides in the world. The views? Absolute insanity. Heading to the coast for 42, St. Ives in Cornwall, England. This ain't your rainy London vibe. We're talking sandy beaches, turquoise water, and a huge art scene. It used to be a fishing village, now it's where the cool kids go to surf and visit galleries. Total summer vibes. 43 is Gruyères. It's right next to Saint-Tropez, but way more chill. It's a hilltop village with old castle ruins, looking down on the mega yachts in the bay below. You get that $1 million French Riviera view without the $1 million price tag. Number 44 is Dürnstein, Austria. You can't miss it because of the bright blue church tower sitting right on the Danube River. History buffs, listen up, this is where they held King Richard the Lionheart prisoner back in the day. Now, it's mostly just famous for incredible white wine. 45 is the capital of the Isle of Skye, Portree. This is rugged Scotland at its best. You got these cute pastel houses lining the harbor, backed by dark, moody cliffs. It feels wild and mystical. Grab some fish and chips by the water and just soak it in. Number 46 is wild. Civita di Bagnoregio in Italy. They call it the dying city because the cliffs are slowly eroding away. It sits on a rock island floating in the sky, and you can only get there by walking across a massive footbridge. See it now before it's gone forever. 47 is Equisheim. Another Alsace gem, but this one is special because the streets are built in circles, like an onion. You just keep walking in rings past these colorful, flower-covered houses. It's been voted the favorite village in France for a reason. 48 is Cochem. People say this is the prettiest village in England. No debate, no streetlights, no TV antennas, just ancient honey-colored stone. If it looks familiar, it's because they film everything here, from Warhorse to Dr. Dolittle. It's perfection. Number 49 is Dinkelsbühl. It's like Rothenburg's cooler, quieter cousin. It survived all the wars completely untouched, so the medieval walls and towers are 100% legit. It's colorful, it's historic, and you won't have to fight a million tourists to get a good photo. And finally, number 50 is Antequera, Spain. This spot is the heart of Andalusia. You got whitewashed houses, over 30 churches, and these massive ancient rock formations nearby called the dolmens. It's a mix of deep history and raw nature to finish off our list. That's the list, fam. 50 spots that prove Europe is way more than just the big cities. Which one of these are you booking a ticket to first? Let me know in the comments. And yo, if you vibed with this tour, smash that like button and subscribe for more hidden gems. I'll catch you on the next adventure. Peace.